How's it going, everyone? It is Reversal Trader King, where I catch precise bottoms and tops in the stock market. And I want to talk about a ticker that everyone loves because it's had this massive run recently up in here. And I just want to show you guys what we need to be looking for the bottom reversal for the safest returns. We're not trying to catch massive moves, but we're trying to get consistent returns so we stay profitable in the market. If you guys want to join this premium Discord, of the best in the market for swing trading. If you like to have low risk and high reward, this is what this setup is. So if you want to join, I'm going to put the link into the YouTube comments below and in the description. But let me tell you guys, this system has an over 95% win ratio if you do exactly what I do, and there's 3 rules that I follow. So Palantir Technologies, there's no, if it's going down, and I expected this, right? Because once you buy up in here, these are my 2 middle bands here. I have the EMA 10 and EMA 20. Once the algos hit those bands, it can do whatever it wants. They have to hit those bands though, and when they do, they either go to the upside or the downside. I don't want to flip a coin and hope for the best. That's just not my personality. And for my Discord members, I want the best risk versus reward with a no bias system that tells me when to buy, when to sell, and when to take profit. So the upper band is where the price tends to sell off. And what we're going to use with this is time distance and a KDJ. The KDJ is this indicator over here. We want to make sure for buys it is as low as possible, and for sells it is as high as possible. And when I say the KDJ, that is your stochastic oscillator. It's one of the best stochastic oscillators in the whole market, in my honest opinion, because it's very consistent on when prices sell and prices buy, or when you should buy and sell. And it's not something that can fluctuate down to zero. There is a very solid point after mathematics and a lot of back testing. I'm going to show you guys what to look for. So now that we got all that out, let me just show you some back testing and what I'm kind of looking for. Price hits this upper band. What does price tend to do? It sells off, and then we ask our question, where does it hit? This middle band. And then for uptrends, we want to see price hold that EMA 10, or at the very most hold the EMA 20. When we look for puts or any of that, I would not have taken this, and I'll show you guys why. You see how sometimes price can stagnate to this upper band? And the reason why is to avoid that, we use time distance and KDJ. The KDJ was 86 on this, not good enough, and we just recently left this lower band here. I want to look for it at least a month. So if you look at the calculations from 515 all the way to 608, that is about a month of time distance. So you would look for 2 weeks out. Right in here is probably where you would have took the trade and made very decent returns, but not as much as you expected. This right here would have made you the big returns if you accumulated. And that's the thing with this strategy. You're not going to get the exact top or bottom, but you will get very nice trend reversals as it goes down. It goes down even more and would have made nice returns here. We're trying to find when the trend is weakening so we don't, bag hold, right? Because right in here, if you're just buying and buying and buying and you don't seeing all these sell signals, you're kind of like really hoping for the best, right? You're on a fine line here that this thing can break at any point, and that's what we have done, right? Let me look for. Here's a nice little buy here. This is actually really nice. You have time distance at 422. And when I say time distance, that is when price you can physically see has hit the EMA 10. And the EMA 20. The EMA 20 is going to be a longer term price target. Price will hit the 10 and 20. But as you can see, price will hit the EMA 10 first. Little longer term, we hit the EMA 20. So when we look at this, when did price leave? We have one day here that it's not hitting this. But we want to see massive distance. We don't want to just see price here and there's like what? 12, this price is 1183. We can go to 1247. That's not enough distance. We need more profit margin, because what if it goes away from it like this candle and then the EMA 10 goes with it, right? So when we look at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1 week of time distance of not hitting the EMA 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 weeks. And then look at this. We have 3 weeks down in here with a touch of the lower band, but this is not yet a buy because the K is a little higher. But if you look right in here, the K turned to a 6. Right in here, I probably would accumulate this candle and this candle, and then you get a massive 10% plus another 13%, and then plus another 4%. Right in here, it touches the EMA 10. You put a trailing stop if you want to try to hit the EMA 20, but I would have took the gains right in here, as that is massive. So that is what we're looking for. Those three things: time distance from 2 to 3 weeks. This was the 3 week mark. Are we at the lower band? Check yes. And do we have a low K on the KDJ? Check yes. And then look at this profit margin. If you did, you know, some drawings here, look at this from $6 all the way to 872. That right there is massive profit margin for a conservative target. That is what you want to see. You don't want to see, when price is already at the EMA 10 and touched it, and then look, you have that much profit margin, this little line. We want to make sure there's massive distance just like this, so that when we're accumulating the shares, we know it's going to touch that EMA 10 and the EMA 20, and that we are going to be in the game. That's what you want to look for Palantir. Very beautiful trade. Another beautiful trade right in here. We have touch of 112. We know anything that's 1 month is super, super long. We look for around the 2 to 3 weeks for it to touch. We get about 2 weeks right in here. And then we take our handy dandy thing here. We have the yellow band touch. And look at that. Nice distance to the upside. And we do take half of that right in there. We get a nice little gain. And that's what you want to look for. It's just consistent 10 to 20% returns. We're not trying to hit 100% returns all the time. Another thing goes to the lower band there. So you guys want to see the recent price action. We know this strategy works. We've seen the upside here, hits the upper band. It sells off to EMA 10. We know it has to hit the EMA 20. We finally do it right in here. But as you can see, these are nice conservative gains. But now we are finally leaving the EMA 10 and we're getting some distance now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have about almost a week of time distance. But as you can see, we have a decent margin to this EMA 10. It's decent, but it's not ideal because you want to see price down as close as possible here. The K right now is 13.24. Let's look for less than at least 6 on the K. So we want to see something way down here with this big profit that we can get. That's what we want to see. We want to measure this out. What is a good distance? Because it's impossible to get the exact bottom, but when we get close to it, we know what's going to happen because price is going to hit the EMA 10 and the EMA 20. We know anything that does not touch the EMA 10 within 1 month is extremely rare. So we look to accumulate our prices 2 to 3 weeks of not hitting the EMA 10, and then hopefully that third week we touch it. We're at the first week here. I'm going to wait 1 more week to see if we're closer here. Accumulate as much shares as possible for a nice conservative 10 to 20% returns. And then my home run target is going to be the EMA 20 at $22.48. EMA 10 is $21.83. But these are going to fluctuate, so you want to make sure it's all about price, getting specific price entry. Because right here, if you bought right here, right in here, this is just in a range. You don't know where it's going to go. It could easily go up and it could easily go down. But if it goes down, you got to make sure you're prepared for the worst case scenario. And if you don't have this system, you're not really sure what you're looking at. You could say, well, I'm going to add here at this support level. Well, guess what happens? We break support. You could have been adding at this support level. Guess what happens? We broke this support level and we broke this support level. And then are we going to break this support level right in here? That's what you need to realize is these are going to get broken. The algos know it. Even if they get broken for a little bit, those trigger a stop loss, and you'll be just back holding and back holding, back holding. We have a nice fair value gap here that we know to see. Does price have to go there? Absolutely not. It does not have to fill that gap before it starts going up. It could take a year from later to do it. It does not have to do it though. So we want to make sure we're using a system that makes sense, that's very easy to understand. Anybody with 2 eyeballs that study this, okay, what are the 3 things we need? Time distance, low KDJ, and then are we hitting the lower band? And I customize these settings that if it hits the lower band, more likely than not, there's going to be a nice correction, and that's what we're looking for. And like I said, I understand a lot of people are bullish on PLTR, but I try to be very no bias to it. What does the chart say? And that's period. That's what we do. It's not about what I think about a company, if I love the company and all that. It's just what does the chart say, and you do it. If you guys want to join the premium Discord and learn more about this strategy and understand it more clearly, I only have a short amount of time just to talk about PLTR because I am not yet bullish on it, and I will be, but it's looking, like we have more time distance to be bullish. So like right in here, it's at 2047. We can easily get a dollar raise out here if it starts accumulating to the EMA 10. But you just want to have the best risk versus reward and know when to buy and not buy in too early. So the premium Discord is going to talk about how to do this strategy more in depth. We have education videos on how to set up your chart like mine. We have the best day trade alerts if you don't want to, if you want to take a break from swing trading, we have those. But the swing trades right in here is what I alert. It's my specialty. It's over 95% win ratio. They're very calm, relaxing. Sometimes you'll wait a week for it to, a week or two, but they are consistent returns, and you can put your big money in these because we know where price is going to go, and we know the system works. So these are going to be your safer ones. I get my exact entries and exits. If you just want to follow me, that's totally fine till you get confident. But take the time to learn this strategy, because when you're confident, you won't be freaking out if you're down 1 or 2%. And the main thing is know when to accumulate. If you accumulate properly, your chances of winning are so much higher. So if you want to join, click down the link below into the YouTube comments. I'll pin my Discord link. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and the system. And when you click that link, it'll take you to this free chat landing page. When you go to this landing page, this does not mean you're a subscriber. This just means you're in the free chat, and what you want to do is go to the subscription tab and hit any of these channels here. They'll have this star and they'll be locked. They're only for the premium members that have took the time to learn and put a little bit of fee down and want to be successful traders. When you click on that, it will opt you to subscribe, and when you subscribe, do it on the computer because it would be slightly cheaper than if you do it on your phone, because your phone charges an iOS fee. I'm telling you guys, you're going to love this system. I've been doing it for over 6 years. I've been a constant, profitable trader, has an over 95% win ratio, and you can really make bank by putting big money into safe plays that you know where it's going to hit, guys. Hope you guys like this video. Give it a like, subscribe. If you like my analysis on here, where I'm looking to buy down here at the lower band with time distance and a KGJ, and it just really helps you guys to get rid of, what are we actually looking at? Because the price knows what it's doing. The algos are controlling this, and they know where they're going to put it, and they know where they're want to enter, right? You just want to make sure you're not fighting against the algos and you're doing the, that's best for your account. So if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about it. Any type of engagement helps me want to make more videos because it shares it out to other people. And if you just want to share it to forums, that helps me out even more. I'm telling you guys, this right here is as close as cracking the code to swing trading. It's one of the best swing trading strategies you can think of, and I'm using high time frames with big signals, and it's very unique, guys. Hope to see you guys in the premium Discord. Let's make some money, and peace out.